Warning! This podcast may contain bad language and offensive content, and it's all coming at you from a brand new premises.
Seesaw Towers, baby.
I'm going to put my phone away. Welcome to the Seesaw Podcast with T and Cleves.
Each week, offering up each delayed perspective on life. Welcome to a new episode from a new location, a bit more echoey. I think it's safe to say because there's nothing in this room yet.
Yeah, we're still moving in bit by bit.
But we'll get there. We'll get there. I think the quality is still going to be fine. It's just going to be noticeable that we are in a... I suppose it's larger because the ceiling's really high. Like Hendrix high.
That's pretty high.
That is pretty high. I mean, purple haze got in my eyes. That's how I became a blinky.
Such a rare reference. Do you know what, right? I spoke to someone at work the other day and they didn't know who the Foo Fighters were.
How old are they?
22. But I still think that was depressing.
There's no excuse for that, to be honest. Foo Fighters are still relevant.
Yeah, well, apparently not.
Well, I'm sorry that they're not Ariana Grande.
Isn't that the new Big Mac?
Might as well be. So how's things, Steves?
Good. I'm finally a House Saga update. I'm in the new house.
Yes.
It all came together pretty quick in the end, didn't it? Like, within the space of a week.
Yeah, 100%. It was a very quick turnaround. Shockingly quick, you might say.
We got it all done then eventually, didn't we? It wasn't really till Thursday that it was finalised, and then Friday we moved, so...
Yeah.
Shit.
But there's nothing wrong with that. Just means you speed through it.
Yeah, you have to book a load of stuff, though, that, you know, you don't know whether it's going to pay off.
Yeah.
Just take a chance.
Stress, to say the least.
Yeah, it's pretty stressful.
Yeah.
But we're here now.
Yep, certainly are. New setup, new location.
And it will get better, hopefully.
Well,
when you buy me a sign for the place anyway that says Seashore Towers?
I will buy you one shortly.
Can I choose it?
I think my wife will probably choose it so it's tasteful.
No doubt, no dice.
Okay.
My house, my sign. It's
Okay.
going to be garish.
Okay, that's fine. It has to go outside. You know
And
that?
large. Yeah, it's going to be it's going to be the world's largest A-board.
It has to go outside, you know that. It's
Yeah.
not something you can just have inside the house and no one can see.
You know, I'll screw it above the letter. I say the letter box. The mail box. Because they don't have
My
a
wife
letter
wants to
box.
paint that as well.
Yeah, good. It looks fucking shocking.
It is mossy. A few things to do, but that's to be done. To be done.
How's things with you? What have you been up to?
Helping you move.
You've moved to.
I have moved to. So we're now in the same location in a very big house. Spooky house.
It's not that spooky.
Not yet. Ghost is just letting you settle in. Then they'll be out. But yeah, aside from that, just standard with work, I think we just had a full-on week, really.
Yeah, it seems to have gone pretty quick.
It is, especially when you consider that you moved in a week ago today.
Shitballs, yeah.
Yeah?
Time flies when you're getting old.
Yep, certainly does. So I think before we move on to the actual topic of this week, we should raise our glasses for Bilton.
Ah, Bilton.
Because Bilton is no longer going to be getting in the way of the podcast.
No, instead we've got something much louder.
Yeah, we do. And that is going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I miss Bilton, yeah. Let's pour some respect on the curve for Bilton.
Yep. Poor Bilton. He
that's a good thing,
he
actually.
broke down, didn't he?
He broke down, yeah. Oh, man. It was everywhere.
So
In the Clifton News.
Yeah, so we didn't even know about this until my wife pointed it out. That Bilton had a GoFundMe page to repair his ice cream van.
Because apparently drugs don't pay enough.
Apparently not. But those people need those drugs, so why should he pay for it?
Yeah, but you make a lot of money on drugs, don't you, right? So, why... I mean, you're supposed to got this ice cream van to run. That's an overhead there. But even, like, you must be making a good markup on those drugs.
Probably.
Unless you... Like, okay. I'm just going to throw this out there, right? It sounds ridiculous. Do you think maybe he's a legitimate ice cream man?
No.
No, me neither.
No.
He's selling. Yeah, that's a good point.
There's
no one comes
way.
around on Boxing Day in an ice cream van.
And it was Boxing Day, and it was a cold Boxing Day, and it was pissing down as well, and he still rocked up.
How many warm Boxing Days have you had?
I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying it was unseasonably cold, like for the UK.
How is it unseasonably cold? It's the middle of winter.
Yeah, we're talking UK winters, where sometimes.
I mean, it's not February snowing, but it's all right. Fine. Anyway, it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah, the point is, he shouldn't have been there.
He shouldn't have. What's he doing on his Boxing Day?
Yeah, fucking Bilton. Who needs an ice cream on Boxing Day?
Well, me apparently.
Like a fucking psychopath.
Well, the thing is, right? He's riding around on Boxing Day, and then he's surprised when I actually ordered one. So either he never expected anyone to actually come, in which case, why is he riding around? Or he never expected anyone to order an ice cream.
Yeah, either way, it doesn't look good on him, does it?
No.
It makes him look like an idiot or doing illegal shit.
Yeah, maybe he's both.
Maybe.
Either way, I love that guy.
Yeah. So, and there's his replacement.
There is his replacement. Instead of Bilton, we have trains.
So many trains.
Yeah, I moved right next to a train line, so be prepared for that.
It's not something we can have any control over. Just get used to it. No, it wasn't. That was not you. It was
you can
me.
put your phone away.
It is. It's in my pocket.
We're beeping like a bitch.
Yeah, because
Stop texting yourself and pretending you're popular.
it's Phil Donner.
But it's not Phil Donner because the only place he leaves messages is my email address for some reason.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you have that relationship with one of our fans.
He's a good guy.
A fake guy.
Again, I can't have you slandering our only fan.
That's true. So shall we move on to the topic of the week?
Yes, we kind of already hit it a little bit.
Yes, we have. So quite relevant
To
this week, we're talking moving.
Yeah.
Moving house.
Yeah, specifically, not just moving your arms and legs.
I mean, we are a disability podcast. We could talk about that at some point, but I don't think we're the best people for that.
Well, that's not a lot of moving of arms and legs, is there, in a disability?
No, it depends on the disability, I suppose.
Yeah.
In mine are okay, but who knows what happens around the corner. Getting kneecapped by ninjas.
All right. Topic of the week.
Topic of the week. Moving house. I have moved many times.
You say many times. I bet I've moved more. Let's compare.
You probably have.
Since 2007. So, how many years is that? 14 years.
Yeah.
I've moved 13 times.
You win. I'm not even going to count. I know mine must be 5 or 6.
I just know mine was like a year for a year at one point. It was like 11 houses, 11 years.
See, I can't deal with that. That's for the birds, mate. That's for the birds.
It's good. It means you don't accrue a lot of shit.
That is an advantage.
If you stay in one place for ages, you tend to find that you just start jamming stuff in cupboards that you never use.
That is true.
I've accrued more shit in the last 3 years living in my flat than I have probably in the last 15.
Yeah, but that's when you need to have sideboards to put the stuff in.
Yeah, here's a question for the listeners. How many sideboards is too many sideboards?
If the answer's more than one, you're wrong.
There were so many sideboards.
Shout out to the sideboard posse.
There was like half... You had like half a van's worth of sideboards.
Half a van is generous. It was a big van.
Yeah, it was quite a big van, yeah. But there wasn't a grand deal of space. Like, so when we moved originally from yours, did the first van load, and then came to mine to pick up and fill up a little bit of what was left. And it was mostly sideboards in the van.
I'm not going to lie, it mostly was, to be honest.
I mean, your house was like smaller than this one as well.
Yeah.
Like, where were you putting all them sideboards?
They were around. You got to remember that we were a couple in a 3-bedroom semi-detached. Like, we only need 1 bedroom. What do you think the other 2 bedrooms are used for?
Sideboard storage.
Pretty much. Gotta love those sideboards. So, we've both moved a fair amount. I think we've covered that. But as far as sort of the buying of a house, I've never bought a house. Like, I hope to buy a house in the next 5 years. That's my aim for the next 5 years, is to get on the ladder. Get my own place.
You're living here for 5 years. That wasn't in the deal. 3 weeks, I said.
Okay, 5 years is a bit of a stretch. I don't know why I said that. I think our idea is 2-3 years.
No, I didn't really mind. You can say it as long as you want, but...
You say that now, and it's on the podcast, so now I can always take that back to you.
Nah, I'll cut it before it goes out.
You better. I want this recorded for posterity. So, we want to get on the ladder, but you are on the ladder. You bought this house.
Yep.
As far as buying a house as a blinky, is there any difference or anything of note about the process which you think would be different as opposed to like a fully sighted person?
No, not really. So the only difference really is that obviously you have to do a ton of paperwork to move house, but they email all that crap over to you. So that's fine because you can just look at it on your computer and fill it all in that way.
Yeah.
The person that was buying my place was like, oh, I have a sight problem, so I can't see it. I'm like, they emailed you the copy. Why? What do you mean you can't see it? It's fucking bullshit, that is, because you can do literally whatever you want to it. You can magnify the text, you can change the colours, you can change the background. Oh, I have to have a paper copy sent because I can read it better. What? Is that even a thing?
I'm going to play devil's advocate and say it might be a thing. But I also think in that copy you should have also sent a photo of you with your long cane saying top trumps. Like, that's complete bullshit. And they didn't make it an easy. It's at that point they'd made it so uncomfortable, the transition and like the sale of your home, that they were just trying to wind you up.
Seemed that way by the end, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 100%. But they'll have some surprises when they have a look.
Yeah.
Warning: always look under rugs.
There's a big fat iron mark on my carpet. Bon appetit, bitch.
Always look under rugs.
Also, I unscrewed some of the smart energy bulbs out of the kitchen.
Nice. Well, they're expensive.
They are. Thank you.
They're expensive. Why are you going to leave those?
I replaced a couple of them, but then I realised there was like a 3-spotter, so I unscrewed one. Took it with me, so there's only 2 in the kitchen.
Well, all sales are final. They can't come back now.
Also, the sink leaks in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's always been kind of a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I never really have had that fixed, like, properly. It's been always kind of an annoyance.
Also the issue with the washing machine, which we found on moving day.
Yeah! So also maybe the kitchen sink leaks a little bit as well.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Especially you don't need on the day.
Yeah, it's the best of times, it's the worst of times.
Well, you take the house as it is. Like, that's the thing. I'm sure there's things in this house that you'll pick up on now and again.
Mate, there's random electrical wires just hanging out of the walls.
There's one in the bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm concerned about that one.
Yeah, I'm going to get someone in to look at that.
Yeah. What is it for?
I have no idea.
It's like a ribbon cable coming through a wall, but it's just taped up at the end. And then, this is the room with water.
Yeah, it's concerning.
Well, you got the fire alarms now, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Covers that.
Put the batteries in, if nothing else.
Yeah, that's it. So, no real difference then.
No, not in terms of the buying it. In terms of the moving, though, you do need some friends and family to help you out there, I find. You do anyway, to be fair, whether you're blind or not. But let's say you're total blind. How the hell are you going to move your furniture?
That's very true.
Especially at my flat. It was up a flight, give them a flight of stairs, wasn't it?
Yeah. That
First floor flat.
Yeah.
Taking all that furniture out. That 3-seater sofa. Fuck my balls.
2 3-seater sofas. That was not enjoyable. It literally, if your doorway was, what, half a centimetre narrower.
Yeah.
They were not getting out.
They were a bitch getting in, so I knew they were going to be a bitch getting out.
Yeah. And then getting them down the stairs, that was a nightmare.
Yeah.
We did it.
It's done.
Yeah. It took 2 hours.
But it's done.
Yeah, I think you definitely do need help. I think
Just generally. I think
generally.
Euclides need help.
Yeah, definitely. But I think with moving, you definitely need the help. Like in general, but if you're a Blinky, I think that's something you really do need a hand with.
Yeah, I mean, if you're total, obviously you're going to have trouble moving. Even if you know the layout of the place, you're going to have trouble moving your furniture, aren't you? Into a van.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's never such a thing as a smooth move.
X-lax.
Like even with like moving my stuff out of my place, even though I didn't have to do like the flight of stairs nonsense that your flat entailed.
I heard you didn't bring your stuff downstairs, so you had to take all the stuff from downstairs as well. And the stuff that you wanted to move had boxes already piled all over it.
Not my decision. I'm going to throw it out there. But there's a big grass verge out front of the house, so you can't even pull the van up to the property.
Why did you buy that? Why did you rent that house?
It seemed okay at the time.
No, it didn't. It was in Clifton. It was on a little grassy verge thing. It was in Clifton.
I mean...
It was close to your guys' work, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It was in Clifton.
You made this very clear. Like, you kept very stum up to this point, and then it isn't until...
I'd said to you at the time, it's in Clifton. It's quite far out. Are you sure you want to live there? It's a bit of a scummy area.
Yeah. Well, we did. And we don't anymore.
Yeah, that's amazing. Fuck it.
So. But one thing that I've never used before, and I'm so grateful that I did, and I think this just goes for in general, especially if like you are disabled. Getting a little trolley, like a stock trolley, hugely beneficial.
Hear me out, right? You're disabled. Can't use your legs. You touch your legs over the sides, like the armrests of your wheelchair.
Yep.
Put the washing machine on the front on your footrest. And then wheel it out. Yeah?
I mean, in theory, you probably could. But I think just like a tool doing it.
Maybe, well, I would say it's pretty good, isn't it? Pretty good solution.
But
wheelchairs, working.
Yeah, but that means you're doing a perpetual wheelie.
Yeah.
That's going to require a lot of strength.
Yeah. Well, maybe don't do it with the washing machine, then do it with the fridge or something a bit lighter.
It's crazy how a fridge is lighter than a washing machine, even though it's twice the size.
Yeah. There's a freaking concrete in the bottom, is there?
Yeah. Fucking washing machines.
It'd be quite good though. If you got a wheelchair, it'd be quite good because you can load it, like, if you're, just paraplegic, you can load yourself up, can't you, and wheel it out.
Well, yeah, provided you don't have to, like, get rid of all the knives you have for cutting off dicks.
I forgot about that. Why did that go there? I don't know why I even said it. And then just carried on.
Yeah, you did. I don't know, but you'll always be known as the paraplegic dick cutting man.
Not me, I'm not paraplegic, and I've not cut anyone's dick yet. I'm not paraplegic yet either.
I was going to say, I appreciate the yet on both of those things.
Yeah, I don't intend to become any of those, so...
Yeah, but who knows?
I don't know what other disabilities would be good for moving. I was just trying to think of some good ones.
I can't think there's any advantage to being, like, for moving as far as disability is concerned.
Wheelchair, just gave you one. Load them up, push them down.
I suppose you could have a trolley behind you.
Yeah, and in front.
Yeah, I suppose you could. If you're, like, in an electric wheelchair as well.
Even better, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as the motor's good.
Hook it up to your lawnmower, you'll be alright. A little bit of extra power. Not much extra power, but let's be fair. Anything's going to help at that point. Well, we got there in the end.
Yeah.
And even after all the stress and the strain and the getting the sofas down the fucking stairs, we're in, which is great. But that's not the end of moving, is it?
No, not really.
You get into a new place. I think, as far as a Blinky, we use a lot of muscle memory. I think that's something that is definitely having to be retrained. There's one rogue step in this house which keeps getting me, and I do not appreciate it.
The banister finishes one step early, doesn't it?
It knows who it is. It knows who it is. I keep forgetting, because you're right, the banister stops early, but I keep forgetting that that's there until you do the big lurch at the end. Hopefully not carrying something heavy, because that was unfortunate. But I think relearning is definitely something that takes time.
I mean, it's harder for me, man. I haven't lived in a place with steps for 3 years.
Well, you have to go up steps to get to your flat.
Yeah, but then after that, you're in, aren't you? You just wander around.
That's true.
Here, I have to go upstairs to do anything.
You could have put your bedroom in the conservatory.
Wouldn't fit.
It would have done if you had changed your lifestyle. Sleep on the counter.
Yeah, I mean, if I slept on a counter, that'd be a...
I'm just saying, like, you're the one who chose not to do that, so get used to steps.
You know what? I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
I need. If anything, I need the extra calorie workouts from not having to walk very far to work anymore.
Yeah, your commute is a lot shorter now.
Ew. No hills involved. I'm gonna get tired and shit at life. I won't be able to walk anywhere without getting exhausted.
That's why you need to refer back to episode 4, balloon exercise.
Ah, yeah, the balloons.
Yes. Of course, the balloons.
It's not just the steps though, is it? Like, you don't know where the doorways are and things like that. And again, in your old places, you tend to know where things are. But in this one, I've clipped like the door frames and things like that because I don't know where they are properly yet.
I've done that so much. Smashed elbows and knees and all sorts of stuff. Really annoying.
Yeah. Furniture as well, you don't know where the furniture layout is as well, to begin with.
Especially some prick moves it.
Yeah. It's in a pretty solid location now.
Provided nothing's moved in the immediate future, I'm sort of getting a feel for it now.
I'm going to start putting boxes literally outside your door.
Don't do that.
Good morning.
I'm going to start putting things onto your pillow.
Again.
Old mayonnaise.
Oh. It's not a euphemism.
So getting around, that's always a bit tricky, but that takes time.
Yeah, it does come after a while.
Yeah. But then finding your utilities and stuff like that, that's something you also have to do.
Yeah. Pain in the arse. Today I've been doing the gardening work, and what I normally do is like to cut through the cables, either with my lawnmower or my hedge trimmers. Done it many a time. Taped them back together, because I'm good like that. And then, yeah. But when you do cut through them, it tends to blow the circuit breakers. So I had to find those today and switch a couple of them back on.
It was fine.
Yeah.
They were in an easy place. But what about your water meter? I mean, that was more interesting.
Oh, the water meter. Yeah. So I got your wife to have a look at that for me, because it was one of those that was under the ground. She had to pull this like little cap thing up, pull all like the foam out, reach down and have a look at the meter and read it. And then when I phoned them up, they were like, yeah, it's not even your meter, mate. It's next door. You don't have one put in.
All could have been resolved by just doing one initial call.
Yeah, I know, but usually they ask you for your first meter reading, don't they, on the call? So I thought I was being proactive in doing that.
Yeah, that's fair. That is fair.
You live and you learn.
I'm not even sure where mine is in my old property.
Reading the meters as a blinky is pretty irritating, actually.
Reading any meters, yeah,
They're really freaking small.
Yeah.
Usually I have to get someone else to actually read it for me.
There you go. You need friends of eyes.
Yeah. The Friends Have Eyes, the new horror film.
It's all about moving house.
Yeah.
And that fucking staircase.
Yep.
I think you also need someone to drive the van as well. That's something.
Yeah.
You need a friend who can drive.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a blinky, yeah. I mean, if you'd sort of got other disabilities, you might be alright.
Yeah. But blinkies don't drive a van.
Actually, that's a good point. I don't know how it works, because, you know, if you're like paraplegic or whatever, you're going to have a modified car, aren't you? So you probably will need to get someone to drive a van, because if you hire one, they're not going to have modified vans.
Surely they should. Like that should be something they offer. Like, just have one.
Yeah, I don't imagine it's a thing though, is it? Because they'll probably just get someone else to drive it.
Depends on the modifications, I guess. I don't really know what the modifications would be. That's maybe something we have to look into. Like, what is a modified van?
What? No, I just mean like in terms of the tail lift on the back.
Yeah.
I just meant in terms of the actual driving.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I mean. Like, what is the modifications most commonly used?
All right.
I don't really know.
No, I don't.
Like, is accelerator like...
Imagine you
Like
probably
trigger?
have like thumb switches or something. Basically,
Yeah.
just a PlayStation controller. Like driving an F1 car, but a van.
Like Men in Black 2.
Push the red button.
Not the best of them. The worst of them, in fact.
Yeah. And the red button thing was from Men in Black 1, wasn't it?
And
Either
3.
way.
And
And 3.
4.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
God, number 2 had nothing.
Number 2 had Tommy Lee Jones. So, yeah, had nothing. But you're happy to be in.
Yeah, Mum. I'm totally happy to be in. It's, Blinky is dream big.
Yep.
There's a positive message going out for once.
Yeah.
Just because you're
100%.
blind doesn't mean you can't have the things that you want. You just got to work hard and not be a dick.
Yeah, and you too could have a big house in a so-so area next to a train track.
Yeah, look, when you say it like that.
It's a nice house, and we will get this recording set up nailed down by nailing things down to stop this fucking echo. Like all the foam is in the cupboard. We need to get the foam out.
And have a phone party.
Oh yeah, definitely. No, I can't do that. It gets in your eyes. It hurts.
I mean, it already sounds pretty gay that we're living together, but, to say that we're having a phone party.
We haven't outright said that yet. Now you just said it.
What, that we're living together?
Yeah,
Well, we are living together.
we are.
It's purely a platonic thing.
Yeah, for now.
I'm putting locks on my doors.
Mine already has one, but it doesn't have a key.
What, in your bedroom door?
Yeah,
Huh.
no key there.
You say that, I've got the key.
Have you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes.
I'm going to paranormal activity style record you at night.
Just start moving things around the
Yeah.
bedroom just to inconvenience me, Blinky
Yes.
style.
That's what I'm going to do. Just put small boxes next to your bed.
Stop putting boxes in front of me. I would trump you with boxes. I'll start putting 5 like sideboards just in random locations.
That's a lot of work. Although I haven't said that, no, it's not, because you've got a lot of sideboards.
Yeah, that's it. And some of them on wheels. So
All right, are you
Nice.
good?
Yeah.
Good for this week?
yeah, I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
I think we've it's more of a catch up.
So get a job, Blinkies, and get a house and enjoy life.
Yeah. And if you need somewhere to live while you save up, hit up Cleese on his personal email, which he has disclosed at some point to some people,
Yep.
because I'm sure he would lease a room.
Yeah.
I mean, it might have all this shit in it, but
It will.
you're Blinky, you won't know. Just don't touch his stuff.
Don't ever touch my stuff.
And on that note, next week we will be back with a slightly better sounding setup.
And a brand new topic.
Brand new topic, which will be a surprise.
Hey, brought it back.
Yep. Now, hit me with those end credits.
As
always, find us at seashorepodcast@gmail.com. Seashore Podcast at Twitter. Seashore Podcast at Facebook. Ignore the rest because we don't use
them.
This podcast was recorded in the big room.
That is fucking retarded.
We're keeping that. We're keeping that.